It's T-minus 5 minutes here, and we're right back here now with Tim Urban, from the creator of the website Wait But Why. That's your first rocket launch here at SpaceX.
Yeah, this is weird.
You guys have
a very weird job. I'm freaking out a little. I don't know how you guys just do this all the time.
Yeah, very exciting. It's extremely exciting right now. And in fact, it's right at the time right now we're actually about to start retracting that strong back and waiting for the last few minutes. We're about to launch Orbcom satellites to low Earth orbit and then hopefully bring that first stage back onto land. Exactly.
Yeah, so we all here at SpaceX kind of know why this is such a big deal for us. What resonates with you and with your readers when you talk about the stage return?
Yeah, so that's one of the things I started to learn as I researched SpaceX. It hit me. There's two totally different things that SpaceX does. So, and I don't think people quite get that. So just to be really clear about it, there's the first thing is what they do to pay the bills. It's what SpaceX does on a day-to-day basis, which they bring things to space for people.
Yeah, satellites or ISS.
They're a space delivery service.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the means to the long-term end for SpaceX. The reason SpaceX started and the long-term mission is to dramatically reduce the cost of space travel for all of aerospace. And this is not just a big deal for SpaceX, but for all of aerospace. And the reason is, if you think about airplanes, if an airplane only worked once, it would cost $1.5 million.
Yeah, so if I'm going to fly from SF to, or LA to New York, either one, and discard the plane every time, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, you're not flying anymore. You're not flying anymore. And they're cheering, and I don't know why. This is part of it. I don't know.
They're cheering right now because that strong back is retracting, which you can see on the top screen right there on the camera.
Once that happens, that means things are really looking good.
We're
primed.
We're moving. But anyway, the thing that people have to understand is that reducing the cost of space travel means that we could really bring people to Mars. We could colonize Mars, and it's that kind of stuff that's those kind of possibilities that are opened by this. And so what we're seeing today is both things in action. It's delivery of 11 satellites and trying to land the rocket, which will be a huge step in the long-term direction.
Right, and we're about 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from that. That strong back pulling away has been our final moments. What we do there is we press up the rocket right before we're ready to go. It's kind of think like a Coke can. So your Coke can, you can step on it if it's full and it's still sealed, and then as soon as you pop it, you can now stomp on it and crush it. It's the same deal we're doing here with the rocket. We press it up, and then we retract and let that strong back open.
And everything's looking good right now?
It's looking really good. It's looking really good, and everybody here is super excited. I mean, you normally have watched these things from home, right?
Yeah, like sitting on the couch. Much less stressful there.
Much less stressful, but more awesome here, right?
Much more awesome.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, it looks like we are approaching the last few minutes of terminal count. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop talking to you, and we're going to let you listen in to the countdown net for the last minute and 59 seconds.
Copy that on wind loads. Sim Team Frank on countdown 1.
LD verify, go for launch.
Loads look good. Loads look good. Box is closed out. Box load stage 2 closed out in 2 minutes. LC, LD, go for launch.
Copy. T-minus 1 minute. BC, verify F9 is in startup.
Falcon 9 is in startup. Flight software has control of the vehicle. Stage 1, Stage 2 pressing for flight.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds.
Falcon 9 is configured at flight pressures.
T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff of the Falcon 9. Falcon 9 has cleared the tower.
Stage 1 propulsion is still going.
Copy, Bert.
Power to launch.
This is Michael Hammersley, materials engineer, and I'm
Telemetry
going to
goes
talk you
AOS.
through some of what you're seeing and hearing as the vehicle continues to ascend. You can tell that we've had a successful liftoff initially. The Falcon 9 has cleared the towers, and it is rapidly approaching what's called maximum aerodynamic pressure. This is known as max Q. It's when the rocket is
80
pushing
seconds.
hardest against the
Speed
atmosphere.
550
You can
meters
hear
per
that
second.
everyone
Downrange
is
distance
dead silent
2.3
as they're
kilometers.
waiting for this.